Yo, what's up guys? In this video I'm gonna tell you how it feels to work in telecommunications industry as a young specialist and what one might face in this very prestigious field. But first, let me start with a brief introduction so you guys kind of know who I am. Though I'm gonna leave most of the details out because I'm afraid of being exposed in my workplace. And I'm not gonna talk about stuff that's in the NDA for obvious reasons. But trust me, if I get into specifics too much, it will be really easy for my employer to track me down. And potentially that will bring me some shit I don't want to deal with. Anyway, my occupation is telecommunications infrastructure engineer, which means I do everything from calculating equipment in spreadsheets to actually installing it, and everything in between. Like stuff like routers, servers, switches, DWDMs, all that kind of stuff. I've been working on this position for a little over than 9 months, so you can say I'm a junior level specialist, though I did see some shit that had left permanent scars on my sanity and belief in humanity. So, instead of quitting my job and going to a mental health professional, I decided to bleed these wounds out on YouTube in hopes to show some young motherfuckers like me who think about this career what they can expect in this line of work. Without further ado, let's get to the first topic I want to talk about. I don't know what country everyone watching this shit is from, but I can guarantee that with some chance you will be working with severely outdated and already dying equipment. There are many reasons why this can be your fate, ranging from funds being cut, fixed long term contracts with equipment vendors, and even outright corruption. And you, yes, you, will be working with this abysmal dog shit they call core infrastructure. You can expect cable spaghetti, ghetto rig, power supply units, racks assembled seemingly from recycled construction scrap and held together with chewing gum, and of course, either extremely extensive and mingled documentation or complete absence of it. Like, not even cable labels, I'm not joking. When I first heard about this shit from some of my colleagues, I was like, nah, that can't be real. You guys are just trying to make fun of a new hire. It is real. And you kind of have to see it yourself to understand like the actual scale of how much shit is deteriorating. Like this one time I was in I think it was like a tier 2 data center or something. And we had to do some basic maintenance there on the cabling. Basically, we had to install some new shit, remove some old shit. And oh my fucking god, I wish I would never open that fucking door. Oh my god, spaghetti literally just fell down on me. It was so much stuff in there. I don't know. Mingled together, there was like single mode fiber, multi mode, like Cat 5e stuff. Like, oh my god. Everything is just like a fucking spider web, but worse. It's actually like spaghetti, I shit you not. Because, like, you know, SMF is usually color coded with yellow. So it does look like spaghetti. And it took me about 10 hours to do a 1 hour job just because everything was so mingled and there were no labels, no nothing. And I tried to not touch anything that wouldn't be necessary because it was just hanging there almost loose. Like I move one link, like six other just go down, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's fucking alerts in Zabbix, we're fucking exploding or some shit." Yeah, this shit happens all the time because nobody fucking does cable management. This is fucking bullshit. Like I don't get how people can work like that. And apparently, this is the core infrastructure that holds like communications of a medium-sized city together. Like what the fuck? And it's not only the problem in like small cities; it's in the like big metropolises too. Well, not that my country has one, but still, it's present on every level, from like shitty server rooms in like janitor closets to like tier 3 data centers with like all compliance, all verified, all stuff like that. I just have no words when I talk about this stuff. I just start fucking tweaking. This is like insane. I think I'm kind of beating a dead horse here, but I still think it must be said. Depending whether you work for the government entity, for example, national telecom operator or a regulator of some sort, or a private company, the levels of the corporate the levels of the corporate culture being present will differ. Government entities are usually more chill with that because nobody gives a shit about all of that synergy and positive way of presenting or whatever the fuck it's called. Most people just do their work and go home without trying to sign you up for some unnecessary bullshit that HR and management made up on their last sync meeting. But oh my god, if you get a job at the medium large company, yeah, welcome to hell, man. I might be exaggerating here a bit because of my personal views on all this, but still, I feel like a lot of people can relate to this. Stuff like, oh, we love our company values. Do you agree with our mission? We are building the future of communications here. Why didn't you attend the non-mandatory meeting that consists of management talking management stuff that doesn't affect you in any way? We need team players here. Oh my fucking god, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Dude, I'd rather eat a fucking 12 gauge slug than listen to this shit again. So much fucking bullshit. I just can't. I just can't. Ugh. There's so much that it's even hard for me to articulate it. Like, I can't even give you a concrete example because it's everywhere. It just grows through every aspect of your work like fucking mold. It's like insane. Like, I actually remember one of the things. We had this like talk where the founder of the company or some shit basically would hold a big ass Microsoft Teams meeting. Yeah, we use fucking Microsoft Teams. It's abysmal. Basically, he would hold a meeting for the entire company and just talk about stuff. People can ask questions, all like yada yada. But I never did that. I was just like sitting there listening while doing my job in the office server room. And I kind of hate that fucking corpo speak. Like they don't say they're gonna do layoffs. They just say they're doing optimization or some shit, or like that we need to augment AI into our workflow or some shit. Like more on that later. It's just so fucking insane how those people think about actual work we do. Like I don't think they've ever seen like what we actually do. So they think we're just like sitting in our like in our computers, just typing codes into a magic box, and suddenly like everybody has connection to everywhere. No, it doesn't work like that, man. But they put it in words that rattle my brain, like fucking optimization stuff. I don't know, corporate synergy or like positive thinking in the workplace. Like, dude, nah. This one is also kind of universal for most jobs, so I'll be a little more specific here as well. I honestly have no fucking idea how middle management layer operates, like who approves what, who said that, who you need to contact if you have a problem, and especially why those people try to tell you how to do your job when they have neither the necessary qualifications nor experience. Like, dude, I get that you've seen a bunch of stuff online that generative AI is getting better at doing certain tasks related to informational technology in general, but that doesn't mean I need to some fucking how integrate ChatGPT into my physical infrastructure installation workflow. Like, this bitch can't throw me a roll of single mode from the floor when I'm hanging on the cable channel assembly like a fucking monkey, holding on to the rack roof for dear life because these supports probably remember the fucking Nixon administration. And God forbid, white boy get a little motion. God forbid you're gonna do something that doesn't directly align with management's idea of what your job is supposed to be and how you're supposed to be conducting your business. Like, here's like another example. I tend to curse a lot. Maybe that's due to my past jobs that didn't have HR at all, or they didn't bother with that. But what I found out is that explaining what you do, what happened, and what you need to people on your team is best done with industrial grade swearing. This is my main tool in my toolbox. And everybody's fine with it. Like, everybody understands instantly what you're talking about and can even derive the necessary course of action depending on the exact words you use and the way you say them. It happened to me a lot. Yeah, I did that. It's way easier to say, like, give me that shit over there while pointing at the thing rather than saying, give me that 10-meter roll of LC single mode fiber patch cord. Especially if a person you say it to doesn't know what LC SMF patch cord is. But apparently, management has a fucking problem with it. For example, we have a server room in our office where the walls are not that fucking thick, and right next to it is actually a meeting room. Shit, I probably shouldn't say that. Now it's really easy to find out where I work. But still, in a server room, there's like about 90 decibel noise. It's just like two racks. It's a cramped place. There are two AC units, like that are quote unquote HVAC system. It's not really an HVAC, it's just two fucking air conditioners. And I thought that nobody could hear stuff in there. And so me and like some of my coworkers on my team, we would go there while we fix stuff, while we install stuff and do maintenance and shit. And we're like, we're cursing, we're swearing in the workplace because nobody fucking cares. I don't care, they don't care, we understand each other better that way. But apparently, somebody from the management heard that outside of the door and then came to me about it like, dude, like, why are you swearing on the workplace? Why are you saying stuff like that? You shouldn't say stuff like that to that coworker. And this guy that I was talking to literally stands right next to me. And he was like, what? Who said that? We didn't say anything. You shouldn't be concerned about how we talk. Like, we get the job done, shut the fuck up. Yet again, this applies to all jobs out there, so again, I'm going to be getting into specifics. All the factors above contribute to the imminent burnout and dissatisfaction in general, but because I'm a fucking hopeless retard, I've been able to tank it so far. Also the pasties. I was very enthusiastic when I started, so I was loaded with a lot of shit immediately, because on every question I just answered, yeah, I can handle it. And I did, but I've grown tired of it, really quickly. I didn't feel like any kind of hero or some shit, but when I understood that everything I do is just about increasing shareholder value and not actually providing better communications for people, my eagerness to work started to die out. And as you work with more people, as you gain that experience, you meet a lot of new specialists, maybe in your company, maybe in companies you work with, like in my case, for example, like national telecom operators and stuff like that. You kind of see how everybody else is burnt out too. Like, nobody actually wants to do their fucking job. People can just sleep through the workday, literally on their desk, and nobody cares until management walks in. I would say that kind of justifies micromanagement, but no, it fucking doesn't. It's not about micromanagement, it's about HR hiring people who are not actually fit for their job for some reason, and actual specialists being laid off or not hired at all. Like, some people who are eager to work just can't find a job, and people who don't actually deserve their current position because they actually don't have the necessary qualifications, they just sit on that shit like it's fucking death sentence. Like, no way. There's a lot of miscommunication that happens. I don't know, try to order some stuff. Oh my fucking god. Maybe it's my company only, but you have to go through 7 layers of hell to actually get shit done. Well, that's about all I had to say. There's gonna be more shit coming out later, something more telecom focused, actually, tech stuff. Maybe some story time. I think like anything that comes into my mind is gonna be here. I started this channel mostly for myself to talk about shit that I experience and maybe find some feedback from the people of similar or even completely different experience. So if you want, share your stories in the comments if you feel like it. I'll be sure to read them all and respond if I can. Uh, Also, I want to fucking apologize for the production quality. Like, I don't have any kind of fucking equipment to do this. All I have is KDE and Live and my phone as a fucking recorder. So, I don't have any kind of professional experience in this shit, so the production quality is gonna be abysmal. I'm so sorry. I'll get better. I promise I'll get better. But yeah, with that, see you next time, guys.